Oh my God. He said, yes, ma'am. He said, that car hit you and step off the line. He said, I seen it. I said, you did? He said, yes, ma'am. He said, there's a lot of policemen on their way. He said, I think at least 10 coming. He said, there's a lot of ambulances on the way here, okay? And he said, you know where that donut shop is? It used to be a service station. You know where I'm talking about? That right there on 19th, and then there's a store across there everybody goes to?
Yes.
Well, conveniently, the camera don't work up over the red light or wasn't on when I got run over, okay?
All right.
So I go to the hospital, and they operate on me for 19 and a half hours. And they can't wake me up. And they calling my kids, one of them in Houston and one of them in Amarillo where he works, and tell them, your mama's not going to live, we don't think. We can't wake her up. We've done surgery on her. We can't get her up. And so they put me in a room. And I remember waking up because I was afraid I was going to kill myself. And when I got up to stand up, they had already cast it out and everything and operated on it. And I knew I couldn't stand up, but I got up and stood up anyway and went to the bathroom. When I got to pee, when I came out of there, I said, what the hell? They had a needle in my arm and an IV.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the hospital no more, okay?
Right.
The hospital had had me 57 days. They had a bus take me out to Brentwood to a nursing home, a rehab.
Right.
They was going to learn me to walk again, okay?
So you're saying you were unconscious most of the time you were in the hospital? Yes.
Yes, I don't even remember that. And then when I got to there, she said, why did you have an IV in you and what it is? And when I woke up to my senses, I jerked them needles out of my arm. And I threw them down. And I took my little knife about that long, cut the bag open. I tasted it. I said, that ain't morphine. I tasted again. I said, that ain't them wrong. I tasted again. I said, that ain't nothing that's helping me. I don't know what that is. Okay.
Right.
All the time they forgot to take the anesthesia bag off of me. That's why they can't wake me up.
Wow.
That almost killed me.
That's horrible.
And so I prayed a lot and I cried a lot.
I bet you did.
You see how burned I am in my face and okay?
Yeah.
It's because when I got home, I thought, well, when I get here, I've got 2 checks and I can just move somewhere. I'll be fine, okay?
Yeah.
When I get home, I don't have a damn penny on my cards. My cards are gone. All my cards, even the red, white, and blue, and where I go to the doctor, everything I own, my ID.
Well, what happened? Did somebody steal it or what?
Larissa and Roy, who I used to live with, took everything I had. I got 4 or 5 letters up there where they tried to borrow $15,000 in my name while I was in the hospital. They cashed 2 checks. They raised my check from $560 to $990. Okay.
Yeah.
And I hadn't even got to spend a penny of nothing. Because I've been out here walking down the street, sleeping in and out of alleyways or whatever, okay? Not to bother nobody. And I said to myself, I'm fixing to get another check and I don't know what's going on. So this girl up here on the corner of 24th and this street right here, she says, Kathy, come here. And I said, I'm coming, but I'm going to come slow because I can't walk like I used to. They promised me I'd never walk again, period.
Right.
And I said, but I'm going to walk. If I have to crawl first, I'm going to walk. And she said, I know you will. She said, come here, I got something. So I went over there and she said, you know, we had to have the police come and get Roy and Rhea and put them out. They wouldn't leave and they wouldn't help us do nothing. I said, I understand, I don't blame you. And she said, so if you were looking for them or something, she said, they will never be at my house again. She said, but I got something and I want to give it to you. She got this deal out about like that right there. It had about 15 letters in it. To me, to her address, okay?
Yeah.
Never one that I had never told. I don't even know that lady's address, okay? I swear on my mother's life, I hope she drops dead all over again if I'm telling you a story.
I'm listening.
Okay. I get the letters. I start opening them. They're cards from everywhere. They're net spin. They're cards they ordered from Social Security. They spent my check two months in a row on them, okay? And they got about 25 of them. They're trying to borrow $15,000 now from a net bank, a med bank. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, right now they was trying to borrow $15,000. So instead of me being nice about the whole situation, because I wasn't feeling real nice, I took every one of them letters and I gave them to a police officer about 2 days ago.
I don't blame you.
And I said, sir, you know where I was at because you had to come to the nursing home. so I could leave. Because the people at the nursing home told me, you can't leave. And I said, I'm not in jail. You got me fucked up. Call cops. I'm leaving. You're not. All they did was tie my leg up in the air and leave it up there, okay? That wasn't going to help me walk. Right. Especially with that is it called a femur?
Your femur, yeah.
On both sides broke.
Right.
They said, you'll never walk again no matter what you do. You'll never walk on the leg again.
Now, how many places did you say that femur?
Okay, it broke 8 places over here.
Yeah.
And broke four places over here, and it crushed my knee. My knee looked like a hamburger patty that somebody made and they were fixing to cook.
Now, the man who was drinking whiskey who hit you, what'd they do to him?
Okay. They take down the camera off the red light up here.
Yeah.
The camera conveniently is not on and not working.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So this man, he was a little bitty tiny man. He's a foreign man. He's at that store on that next corner. He's doing like this to one of them cops. He keeps doing it. I said, officer. He said, yes, ma'am. He said, did you know who ran over you? I said, no, I don't. Just like that. I admitted I didn't, but I know who ran over me because I know the car and I know the dude. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I get to the hospital and I have all real good insurance through the Social Security and all that.
Right.
Paid for everything there. I was there 57 days. It paid for all of it except $17.
Well, now did the cop ever go over there to the
convenience
store?
Okay, the cop goes over here. I tell that cop, I said, go over there. That man is calling you. There's something wrong. And the man said to him, people are stealing my gas since it's gone up so high. He said, so I put a camera on top of that gas deal and pointed it that way and that way. He said, I got one on each end. He said, I got for that lady that you're talking to, I got all that on camera. And he said, here you go, sir. He said, I see that lady walking all the time. He said, God bless her. I hope she don't die. He said, but I swear to God, she just laid in the street and nobody even stopped. And then here come a truck and a man got out of his truck and he said, ma'am, are you okay? And I couldn't even, I felt like my head was under the water and I could hear him, but that's all. I stayed in the hospital 57 days. I went to the nursing home at Brentwood down the road. They carried me there to rehabilitate. I stayed there about 9 days.
What kind of a vehicle was it that hit you?
Oh, it's a black dude I know, okay?
But was it a truck or was it a pickup?
He got a Cadillac.
Oh, it's a Cadillac.
That's real old. You know how long they are?
Yeah.
And what they're made out of.
Uh-huh.
This one you can't miss. It's primed or primer or whatever you call it, all over it. You cannot miss that car. It's the only one in town.
Well, have they ever gone and found him and arrested him?
Do you know they haven't done nothing yet? But they seen it all on camera. So they come to the nursing home where I was.
Yeah.
And said, that lady said, you want to go home? And I said, yes, sir, I do. And he said, well, when I walk out that door, I'm going to tell that lady to leave you alone and let you walk out the door with me. And if you want to go home, you can go home. This ain't no jail. And you could go home. And he said, you can't walk? How you going to go home, Cat? He said, I'll take you. Just like that. I said, no, I'm going to walk away from here. And I said, then next time you see me, I'm going to be brother. And he said, you're the most determined little fucking lady that's been meaner than hell in your life, but you're the most determined person I ever seen in my life. And he said, you know what, I believe you will walk again. Well, I walked up and down the street, felt by my mouth, my nose, hell. I laid in the street for about 20 minutes. My whole back was just covered in big old blisters and my arms. And I laid in there about 20 minutes before a car didn't even come down 19th. Imagine that.
God intends for you to be around or you wouldn't still be here. It's a miracle, that's a miracle. That's a miracle. Yeah.
And I cried and I said, God, why did you leave me here like this? If I can't walk, I can't do nothing.
But see, God's giving you your walking back.
They called my son in Amarillo and the one that just got out of peeing little David in Houston.
Yeah.
And they came. And they sat there for 3 or 4 days with me, and I didn't even know they were there.
Wow.
And,
well, at least they came. That's wonderful.
Yeah. And I wanted to talk to Diane to see if she moved back out there where those people were hurting her, breaking her arm and everything, beating her up. She's too little for somebody to beat up, okay? I mean, she really is. And I wanted to talk to her so bad and tell her I love you, and no, they didn't kill me. I'm not going to let them, But I walked this way just to look and see. Now, I have a check for $32,000 coming to me, Jeff.
Oh, wow.
It'll be here on the 1st or the 5th. It's coming to you. That's why I'm telling you. Because
Okay.
I didn't know. They told me, they said, you don't got no place to live. You don't have no address. We can't send it somewhere else. It's coming from Social Security.
Okay.
It's a back payment, okay?
Okay.
And it's coming to you. And I stopped here
Well,
to
you
tell
know
you.
I'll save it here for you. You know I'll save it for you.
I know you will. And then my other check's coming, and it's probably going to be sent here, but it's a green card. Debit something.
Okay.
Okay? And it's $992, but this is $32,000. They figured that out. Well, you know they gave Tammy her money. Did you know that?
Oh yeah. She
Okay,
bought
well
it.
she
She bought a
spent it
Jeep.
about 3 days.
Yep. She bought a Jeep. She still has the Jeep.
That's cool, but
Yeah.
she didn't even pay her rent.
No. She's still living there though. She didn't.
I know, but she didn't even.
No.
If I had $30,000 and I was living somewhere, Jeff, believe me, I think I could go pay my rent for 5 or 6 months and say I ain't got to worry about that. No, let me do the right thing and whatever I need to do with this money, God help me do it.
Right.
But no, she quit doing K2 for about a month or two and started smoking weed with her daughter, and she didn't like it.
Right.
So she went right back to the K2.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to her money. I love Tammy.
Yeah.
And I don't care what nobody says about Tammy or what me or her ever did.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Oh my God. He said, yes, ma'am. He said, that car hit you and step off flying. He said, I seen it. I said, you did? He said, yes, ma'am. He said, there's a lot of policemen on their way. He said, I think at least